Wagwan all my fellow Tenno, Kobe here, back with another Warframe weekly reset. So today we'll be going over the Warframe reset as I said. So initially I started off trying to start off with the calendar feature, Unfortunately I wasn't getting the option to do so, but I did get prompted with this message for the relationship stuff with the Hex members. So you do get the option to either remember or forget. Essentially, forgetting just means that you break up with that member and then move on to a next one if you choose to do so. And here you can see me trying to go to the calendar, but it wasn't working at first. I even tried to, talking to Aoi to see if it's a case where maybe something would be triggered by just talking to her. But it seems the entire game was having a issue when it comes down to this, because DE then sent out a tweet in the message in Discord. As you guys can see, I'm trying right here to talk to her using my operator to see if that would prompt something to happen with the whole New Year's kiss and stuff, but nothing really happened. So we're just gonna go ahead and move on with the normal schedule. We're just going to the Nightwave. So right here we have the normal 3 missions, which is complete 50 missions, kill 30 Eximus, and to kill 500 enemies. And this week we have to complete 5 different Steel Path missions, complete 4 different bounties on the Zeraman, to complete 5 Syndicate missions, and also to kill 500 enemies with your Necromech without it being destroyed. And remember guys, you could come here to get yourself some catalysts, some working reactors, 19 extract, and even some more Kuva if you want. And also you could get yourself some helmets for fashion framing purposes, also a few weapon skins as well, right? And the title thing that's back there, it's still behind there. Yeah, I couldn't get rid of it, right? And this week we have a lot of aura mods. We have Deadeye, Sprint Boost, Enemy Radar, Rifle Scavenger, Dreamer's Bond, and Infested Impotence, and also Physique. So pretty much all of these they're whatever. The best ones in my opinion are Sprint Boost, Enemy Radar, and Physique. You get Dreamer's Bond just by completing the first junction in the game. I believe it's the Mars Junction or the Venus Junction. And if you're an older player, you'll just get it in your messages or in your inbox. So yeah, so pretty chill week when it comes on to the Nightwave. Right, and for weapons, we have the Ceramic Dagger, which is an awesome weapon, especially for stat stake builds when it comes on to its incarnate form. And we also have the Heat Dagger. And for Conclave mods, we have the Grokata, the Supra, and for Ivara. Right, and that pretty much ties it up for the Nightwave. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Archon hunt. This week we have Naira, which is the yellow Archon, or the Snake. We have a rescue mission, a survival, and then the showdown. So again, pretty tame, pretty chill, right? Moving into Deviri, we have Loki, Mag, and Rhino for the normal circuit. Out of everything here, go ahead and pick Rhino. All of these frames are pretty easy to get, but Rhino has the best subsume if you haven't gotten it yet. Mag is pretty good. I just made a video about Loki. Loki's actually really good as well. But go for Rhino for the subsume. And for we have the Actem Bront, the Soma, the Vasto, the Nami Solo, and the Burstin for all the Steel Pass circuit weapons. Right, out of everything here, Burstin is best, Nami Solo is best, Soma is whatever, Acton Brunt is okay, Vasto is okay, it needs more ammo, but it's okay. So I'd go Nami Solo and Burstin if you have everything already. Just go ahead and scroll on over, get yourself some Rivens, or some Kuva if you need, right? And now visiting Acrithis. For her we have a Shotgun Riven and a Melee Riven mod, and also 5,000 Kuva and a Weapon Exilus adapter. So if you need any of these stuff right here, you need extra Rivens, more Kuva, or an Exilus adapter, come on over to Acrithis and get yourself that, right? And now going to go ahead and move over to Teshin, right? Right now we're here in the relay. Let's go ahead and visit Teshin. Let's see what he has here. He has 50,000 Kuva for 55 Steel Essence. It's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's worth it, because you could just buy Kuva from Teshin regardless. But if you want to get a big chunk at once, be my guess, right? And now visiting the Sanctum Anatomica, let's go ahead and visit Bird 3. Go to Shiny Treasures to get yourself an extra Archon shard. We'll go ahead and pick up a Crimson shard right here, or Red shard, right? And that's it for Bird 3. Now let's go ahead and move over to Lloyd to take a look at this week's Elite Deep Archimedea, right? And this week we have Exterminate, Mirror Defense, and Assassination. For the Extermination mission, we have Fissure Cascade. Fissures burst into the missions, causing the enemies to rise in level of over 10 seconds. Slain enemies burst with Void Energy. Rogue Calaverans are equipped with with weapons that do excessive damage to Overguard, or 5 times the amount. And for the mobile defense, security system needs twice the amount of glyphs to activate it. Enemies will only take damage within 50 meters, and all enemies that have Overguard equivalent to 50% of their maximum health. And for the assassination mission, we have Relentless Tide. The Fracturing Tide or the Fragmented Tide will never stop attacking. Enemies slain will essentially give off this little smoke dust cloud that causes you to move slower. Enemies will also slowly regenerate their health. And for the personal modifiers, we have secondary wounds. Every time you take damage, you'll get a tick of puncture status, and also ammo deficiency. You just get less ammo from pickups. Fractured armor. Every time you cast an ability, you lose armor. You lose, I think, 10% armor for over 10 seconds. Yep. And abbreviated abilities. Your ability durations is cut into 50% or cut down by 50%. So all your abilities will be only lasting for half as long. And that's pretty much it for the Deep Archimedea, or the Elite Deep Archimedea in my case, right? So we're gonna go ahead and move back over here. As you guys can see, I was trying to do some stuff in the here. I was trying to talk to Aoi in the relay, or just go into the relay to see if it would trigger something. Right down there in the relay chat, you can see everyone pretty much talking about that it's not working and stuff. So I was just here for a moment. I was just messing around. Got a lot of lag and stuttering there for some reason. So here I am speaking to Aoi. And then, afterwards, and as you see, the thing on the side of my screen is still there. So I decided to just go back to the back rooms, right? So I just went back, and upon going back, it actually triggered the event, right? So essentially, you'll also get a mail. You'll also get you'll just get an email, and it'll trigger the event. Right here, you guys can see me doing my outro because I was like, you know what? This is where I'm going to end the video. But then I decided to, you know what, let's just keep recording. Ended up going back to the orbiter, or back to the back rooms, and this happened. I'm not going to play the whole thing just for spoiler's sake. So yeah, you get this email. You could also come back here and press the play to replay the scene however many times you want to. So yeah, here it is. And yeah, and also it ended up bringing back the calendar. So I know we could go over the calendar feature at the end of the video for some odd reason. So we have destroy 75 containers, and you also get to pick between heavy mags, compressor shots, and no quarter. Essentially, you get increased magazine capacity or energy restoration for 2 energy per second, or you get additional melee attack speed, and you'll get to choose between a formal blueprint or a hex arcane. And then for the next challenge, you'll have to kill 300 enemies with melee weapons. Then you'll be able to pick between a topaz shard, which is a mixed shard. Well, we've seen mixed shards before, or combined shards before, or 2 arcanes. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. These shards aren't really worth much unless you're putting them on Mesa. So we have for the next mission is to kill 500 tech rot. Will get you pick between either a random Riven mod or a single hex arcane, right? And then we have Lady's birthday. Then for the next mission upgrade, we have essentially you'll have mags pull just based on magnetic procs. Shoot health orbs to pick them up, and you have a chance to duplicate them when it's picked up. Also get status chance per shot until reloaded. That will be great on weapons like the Recon effects with big ammo mags, right? And then for the next mission here, we have to kill 500 Scaldra enemies, right? Scaldra troops. And then for the next pick, we have between a XLS adapter, a weapon XLS adapter, or an affinity booster, which is pretty dope, right? And for the next mission right here, we have to kill 30 Eximus. Then we also have to pick between another shot of Espresso, gain 250 armor, or to get the 1.5 meters of puncture on your primary weapon, which is pretty good. We end up having a pick between a reactor or 6,000 Kuva. And then for the last mission right here, we have to kill 500 enemies with abilities. And then we'll have the option to pick between 2,000 Kuva and a primary arcane adapter. And that's pretty much it for the calendar this week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful week. Peace.